Well, now we're working on the bottom plate. Where's my gloves of knowledge? Oh. Gonna do it.
Now I need a clamp. A clamp, yeah.
Clamp right here. Alright, now we're going to clamp this on. And then pull out my Sharpie. And mark it. And maybe cut it. Don't know yet. Pretty late out at night. Tonight. I need another clamp. Yes. Hey, here we go. Got one? Alright. Alright guys, I got 2 clamps on there and it's coming all the way up to where the spindles are at. It doesn't quite cover up over this thing here, but that's no big deal. The reason is because back here, what I'm thinking I might do is mark a line that goes all the way down here and it comes straight out to this point. So cleave all that off. And then everything, all this hangover right here, will then be bent into here. And I'll probably have to trim it up a little bit. Another thing that I've been messing around with is the shock placement. Somebody brought to my attention that they tend to be a little squishy, and I've messed around with it myself, and I think they are a little too squishy. You know, where these points are that connect to the shocks, I think what I might do is extend them up here, pull the shock away from the pivot a little bit more. So instead of connecting here, it'll probably connect up here. Maybe, I don't know yet. So, and that's how I might do. Not really too sure yet. But I do know that I want to take this piece here and then bend it down. It looks like it might come to this point right here by looking at it the way it might bend. It might even completely cover up this, I don't know, but then I'll just notch it and cut it out here. Because I don't want this exposed, obviously. Yeah, I got another idea too to do here, but I'm not too sure yet. So, okay, we'll see how all this goes. Okay, so now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be cutting off this piece here, and then we're going to be cutting off all this here. And I got Dakota helping me out. So all of you out there who've subscribed and know him, you can write him on Facebook and tell him that you saw him. Alright, now I'm going to be using these shears that I got at Harbor Freight. About 40 bucks, I think, when I bought them. By now they're probably cheaper. So grab that light right there and angle it more here. You can just rotate it. So let's see. I had to do all the Batmobile plating that same way. I did. I did. Okay, now I'm gonna pull out my grinder. Okay, here. Pull up my grinder. Get this actual corner taken care of. Straighten some of this stuff out. And then put the frame over the top of this. Then mark that up. And then pull up my drill and start drilling a bunch of holes so I'll be able to weld this thing directly to the frame. So, yeah. Okay, so now that we got the sheet all cut out, we've got this part here bent up. Now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be marking the inside here, and then I'll be taking this off and then drilling holes in it. And then I'll know where my steel is at. A little short there, oh well. And then there were drill holes and yeah. Okay, so we got it all marked out, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be drilling at the end of every connection, well, to a point, intersecting at every intersection, and then to keep from having too much vibration when we're driving, I'm going to drill another hole roughly every 4 or 5 inches away from the other hole. So going down here, I'll have a bunch of holes in this. It'll be one holy piece of metal. Holy sh! Okay, well, I got all holes drilled and everything. Let's see here. Turn down the radio a little bit. And didn't really bother with this back one here. Didn't put as many, but it does go all the way back to the very back bar. This I haven't done anything yet with. Not really too sure what I want to do with that. I might cut it off. Don't know, but we'll see. I'm going to pull out my welder, put the frame up there, flip everything upside down, and then go to town with welding. Okay, so I put the panel back up, I put the frame back on and aligned the frame with the chalk marks, clamped it, and now I'm going to flip it upside down and get ready to weld her up. There we go. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to weld this all up, and I'm not going to record that just because it's boring and monotonous, and yeah. Alright, well, this is about a problematic situation. I drilled the holes and started welding, but the problem is that I couldn't get the square tubing to heat up hot enough to the point where I could weld the square tubing to the sheet metal, because this is like 20 gauge, so this is really thin stuff. So while I started heating it up, the sheet metal was just melting away from it, and I'm like, oh damn it. So it didn't, certain spots didn't bond at all, and so what I decided to do was weld the sides, because I could at least heat up the heat up the square tubing and then bring the weld up to the sheet metal. So I just welded it on the sides and forgot about welding the holes. So that's what I did there, and I don't know how well. If this doesn't hold worth shit, then I'll just have to drill and put bolts in. What the? What happened to my electricity? Oh, there we go. Okay. So yeah. You can't really tell here, but I'd sit there, I'd start welding, trying to create a pit in the square tubing so I could bring it up and then weld onto this, and that just wasn't working. I tried the little zap, zap, zap crap, and that didn't work at all. I don't know. So some of these in the center here aren't even holding. I don't know. Well, maybe I'll just have to bolt it. Damn it. Oh well. Okay, now let's flip this thing back over. Alright, got it tipped over. I was gonna leave this on because that way I could bend it up and cut notches in here. Maybe this would act as a type of fender, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna cut this piece off here. There goes another weld breaking. Yep. Stupid shit. I guess that's what you get when you use a little welder that doesn't supply enough current to create fast enough heat. Big steel. Looks like everything else in the no. I wonder. Yeah, it's just a center crap. Maybe I might have to put a few little holes and bolt it. I don't know. Because I don't like that. I don't like the flexing, you know, when you're driving. Cling, 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 cling. I don't like that. Alright, so now what? Now I'll just cut this piece off the saw. Yeah, see, didn't even bond with anything. Damn it. Those two look like maybe it might have worked, but I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'll just have to put some bolts through that or something to hold it up, hold it together. Alright. Shoot. These seem to work alright. Yeah. Alright, now to hack that off. Alright guys, that's pretty much about it. I cut that piece off. I was thinking about leaving it on there like I said before, but I would have to notch it and cut it all the way down here so the pivot could go in here, the pivoting arm, the shock, all that stuff. So I just decided to say, nah, screw it, I'm just going to hack that off of there. And then I welded it on the ends because I know that my failure of welding in the holes obviously did not work. So yeah, there we go. So we got that plate on. I don't think I'm going to bother even putting that plate in the plans. That's kind of useless, so it's kind of self-explanatory. You might want to use expanded steel or something like that. On the sides here, I was thinking about putting expanded steel. It would make it look pretty cool, but I realized that probably wouldn't be a very feasible idea because I know that the kids are going to be grabbing onto the bar while they're driving. And if I have expanded steel in there, they might be inclined to stick their fingers in there when they're driving, and that's not a very good idea. So I'm going to have to do something else on the sides here. But, okay, so the next video that's coming out, we'll be working on the rear end. Trying to figure out whether or not I want to use pillow block bearings or use the existing El Gimpo bearing flanges, circle thingy, mabobberonis, or what. So there we go. I'm going to be working on that next, and that's what's going to be in the next video. So guys, that's it. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to go in and edit this video, and thumbs up this video if you want to, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.